Hello everyone and welcome back to the National Universities Quiz Challenge. My name is Tembani Kumalo and I am your quiz master. And after an exciting finals where 4 teams battled each other out, one team is guaranteed to be knocked out and that team will not be in the top 3. And then in the top 3, we have a tie somewhere. And the 2 teams that tied are going to have a tie break. They will not know the position that they have, whether they tied for first or for second or for third. They will just know that they have a tie and they are going to battle each other out so that one can at least have more points than the other team. Now, with me is Prisca Signoro on the sign language desk, and I also have a panel of adjudicators who are going to help us with the tie break. Now, to announce the team that has been knocked out. The team that has been knocked out is Lupane State University. That means the 2 of the remaining teams, of the remaining 3 teams, are going to have a tie break so that we are able to know which team is able to get where. And those 2 teams are Gwanda State University and Midlands State University. With me here are the questions that I'm going to ask these 2 teams so that we are able to break the deadlock. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Now, the rules of engagement are as follows. I am going to ask a question and each team is going to have 15 seconds. And the 15 seconds timer starts immediately after I finish reading the question for the second time. I am going to ask a total of 5 questions to every team. And the team that has the highest number of points is the team that will get a higher rank between the 2 teams. The first question is drawn from the category of family planning and contraception, which is category 1, and the question reads, what is the current unmet contraception need for adolescents in Zimbabwe? I repeat, what is the current unmet contraception need for adolescents in Zimbabwe? You have 15 seconds. Time's up. Please raise your boards. Midlands State University, please read your answer.
60%.
Gwanda, please read your answer.
Plus or minus 22.8%.
The correct answer to this question is plus or minus 12.8%. Question number 2 is drawn from category number 2 of STIs, including HIV and AIDS, tuberculosis, and cancer. The question reads, which is the most common way of HIV transmission? Which is the most common way of HIV transmission? You have 15 seconds. And time is up. Please raise your boards. Can you read your answer from Midlands State University?
Unprotected sexual intercourse with an infected person.
Can you read your answer, Gwanda State University?
unprotected sex with an infected person.
Question number 3 is drawn from category number 3 of gender-based violence, including sexual exploitation and abuse. The question reads, what percentage of women in Zimbabwe have experienced sexual violence? What percentage of women in Zimbabwe have experienced sexual violence? 15 seconds. Time's up. Please raise your boards. Gwanda State University, please read your answer.
Plus or minus 35%.
Please read your answer, Midlands.
1:4, 25%.
Well, the correct answer to this question is 17%. That leads to question number 4, which is drawn from category number 4 of COVID-19, mental health, drugs, and substance abuse. The question reads, public places such as theaters, malls, etc. that can get crowded and where contact with infected people can happen are known as what? I repeat, public places such as theaters, malls, etc. that can get crowded and where contact with infected people can happen are known as what? Your 15 seconds start now. Time's up. Please read your answers, starting with Gwanda State University.
The answer is super spreaders or hotspots.
Please read your answers, Midlands.
Infectious place. Infections place.
Infectious places.
Thank you. The correct answer that I have with me is super spreaders. That leads to the final question of category number 5, which is on sexual and reproductive health and climate change. And after this, the adjudicators are going to discuss whether a team has been able to get more points. The question reads, in relation to climate change, what does the abbreviation UNFCCC stand for? In relation to climate change, what does the abbreviation UNFCCC stand for? You have 15 seconds. Three seconds. Time is up. Please show your answers. Time is up. Midlands State University, please read your answer.
United Nations Federations on Climate Change.
Please read your answer, Gwanda.
It's United Nations Federation for combating climate. Then didn't finish.
All right, that marks the end of 5 questions. Now we are going to have a very short interlude where our panel of adjudicators are going to weigh whether we are going to continue or we will know for certain who is able to get more points between those two teams. Stay tuned.
confidential communication. You are guaranteed that. Instant provisional and expert. Whoa, online counseling services. Saka phona, phona, phona. Wanetseka neiko iwe phona. Ruzivo rwezveutano hwepabonde. Kubatanidzwa kwevadzidzi nevezvidiki. Wachipiwa ruzivo rwezvirwere zvepabonde. Be part of the movement. Be quick, take action. Working on the reproductive of young people. You say what concern. So
Yeah, we're spreading the peace, spreading the love. We're saying the gender is violence. Yeah. Connecting the youth, spreading awareness. So I'm a goat and we're for life. Yeah, cause why? Yeah, Salubonani high. Yeah, we're talking peace, no GBV. Me the jungle, quit tonight. Yeah, we got you covered. Supporting girl, we're for life. We got the L, we got the P. Kushiga ku NCC, and that change your lifestyle. I'm pending the campus. I'm talking about peace, connecting the youth. Mugote and we're for life. Say what? Abstain or compromise. No tolerance to GBV. Tikadaru tabata basa.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the finals of the National Universities Teams Challenge, we had 4 universities: Gwanda State University, Harare Institute of Technology, Midlands State University, and Lupane State University. Now, moving straight to the results, the team that has been eliminated and will not be part of the final 3 is Lupane State University. That means for the final 3 teams, one of them will get 3rd, one of them will get 2nd, and one of them will get 1st. And to start with the team that is going to get 3rd in this tournament, it's something you have to find out after the award ceremony. So right now, I'm going to cross over to Chido on the condomized desk, who is going to talk to us a bit and talk to the teams, especially in relation to the finals and the questions that they've asked and the tiebreakers. And we'll catch you soon after. So join us to find out who gets what position.
Welcome back to the condomized table. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no joke. This is a competition. No one came to play. And you saw it for yourselves in the tiebreaker. We weren't expecting it, but it happened. And 2 teams had to battle it out again on that hot floor in that studio. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to ask you one question, and I think you know what the question is. How did you feel hearing that you guys tied with another team and you have to battle it out again?
Honestly, for me, I almost cried.
It was emotional.
Yeah, as for me, I was expecting it.
Oh,
Because those guys gave us a hard time.
okay.
It was something else. So I was just hoping if we are going for a tiebreaker. Because we were behind at first. At first, we were behind. And then every time you would raise your board, you'd be checking if Gwanda wrote something correct or if they got it wrong. If you got it
Okay.
wrong, you would behave like, yeah, we are all wrong. Then if you get it correct, you'll be like +1. Cannot, or you'll be adding like -1, the
Okay.
point that they have. Yeah.
So the heat was on. The
Yeah.
competition was real.
As you can see, I'm sweating.
Okay, it
Yeah.
was very hot.
Yeah, it was.
Are you
Waiting.
are you confident in what happened in the round that you just entered, the tiebreaker?
I was a bit nervous,
Okay.
but we just got into the room and then we answered what we managed to answer.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's okay. Well, good luck to you guys, and may the best team win. Soon after this, we're going to be joined by the other team that was competing with MSU, and that is Gwanda State University. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
It was really tough. You could see the heat. You could feel the heat. The questions were something else. And it was exhilarating. But only one team will win the tiebreaker. And joining me is the lady and gentleman from Gwanda State University. And I will ask you the same question. Guys, how are you feeling right now? You're allowed to express yourself. This is a safe space for you guys to express your emotions. How was the tiebreaker for you?
It was horrible, like absolutely horrible. I do not wish that on anyone.
Okay.
And can I just say that our competitors, MSU, they have a pretty strong team, and
Okay.
they've been very fair competition, and it was worth it though. So, but it was horrible.
Okay, salute to you, MSU.
Okay, pertaining to my feelings at this particular moment, I'm actually feeling happy
Okay.
because whatever the outcome, whether MSU wins or whether it's us, Gwanda State wins, in the case that it's MSU that wins, I know that definitely I made them sweat in that room.
So that's like the
That's-
trophy for you. You made them sweat in
That's
that
the
room.
happy feeling.
Okay.
For us to even go for a tiebreaker, that means with that much of a competition.
Okay. I'm loving the spirit. And, well, she said she wouldn't wish it upon anyone. But what's your take from this experience? You know, we were waiting for the results. We thought after this we're going to be like, number 1 is Ningi, number 2 is Ningi. But you heard that you have to go against someone else for a tiebreaker. How was that experience like for you? What have you learned through this experience?
Okay, personally, what I've learned through this experience is that, one, victory is not that certain when it comes to such competitions. Like, after that round, we expected, oh, okay, fine. So we are going to have number 1, 2, 3, 4, but then they say come back for a tiebreaker. So that means victory was not certain. Yeah, so generally, that's what I can say.
Expect the unexpected when it comes to life. Nothing is certain. Y'all were ready for the trophies and the certificates and the medals, but you heard tiebreaker, which means anything is possible. All the best to you guys. May the best team win. At the end of the day, you're all winners because you got to this stage. So props to you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I'm saying goodbye for the last time. I might just come back with another tiebreaker. You never know. But it has been an amazing journey altogether, and we are proud of all the universities that have participated. For me, in my sanctuary of safe sex, I will continue preaching. Safer is cooler, safer is sexy, and please do not compromise. Just condomize. It's your girl, Debbie. Over to you, Timbani.
Hello, once again, and welcome to the National Universities Quiz Challenge. And we have had an exciting 2 days, drama-filled 2 days, where teams battled each other out to eventually become champions of the National Universities Quiz Challenge. Now, the results are in, and we are going to find out soon. But before we do that, we would like firstly to give a token of appreciation to all the teams that took part and participated in these competitions. We are also thankful to all the universities who were able to send some of their teams to come and represent themselves here at the National Universities Quiz Challenge. Of course, this isn't something that we would have been able to do without their support and their participation. Now, the show brought to you by Say What has been supported by the Embassy of Sweden in Zimbabwe, and that is also something that has been broadcasted at the Say What Studios right here in Harare, and that is a studio where students can be free to engage in their creative and practical work. Now, without further ado, we are going to move on to the appreciation of all teams who were able to show up and to participate. They've all been amazing, and all their contributions have been valuable. They are individuals who are extremely smart and extremely knowledgeable, and SayWhat believes that they all deserve to be appreciated for that. To start with, we are going to call upon the University of Zimbabwe, represented by Caro Neshava and John Saunyama. Please make way. Of course, the University of Zimbabwe is, well, the oldest university in the country, and they pride themselves in saying they are the only university in Zimbabwe. There are two universities in Zimbabwe, the University of Zimbabwe and all the other universities. And their performance at this competition has also been stellar, as has it always been in all the previous years. And that is something that SayWhat really appreciates and commends for the work that they have been able to do. Now, the second school we are going to call upon is Marondera University of Agricultural Technologies. Of course, Marondera University has been extremely stellar, and it is represented by Yemura Vera and Tafadzwa Mawire. So as Yemurai and Tafadzwa make their way forward to receive their tokens of appreciation, of course, they have been extremely resilient in this tournament. Not only are they a brand new team, they have never been here before, but they were able to progress all the way to semifinals, regardless of the fact that they have no prior experience within the competition before. And that is something that as SayWhat we also believe commands significant status and appreciation. The next university we'll call upon is the Great Zimbabwe University, the university of choice, represented by Blessing Bunzawabaya and Chido Mutumburanzo. Blessing and Chido, once again, have been extremely stellar. Their participation is something, and not just in terms of the quiz competition in answering questions, but also in terms of the way they have been socializing with other individuals, the moral support they've been able to give to other students. Their presence is something that we genuinely appreciated, and they genuinely are a university of choice. The next university is Manicaland University of Applied Sciences, manned by Prince T. Tasarada and Courtney T. Jongwe. Courtney and Prince, once again, did their school proud as usual. Their performances were stellar, and I'm pretty sure like they had a lot of support from you, the audience at home as well. Again, this is not their first time being here. They've been able to perform significantly well over the past few years. And in this tournament, they've been able to learn and help other individuals learn from them. We also have Africa University, represented by Rumbizai Rambiao and Tendai Daka. Rumbizai and Tendai from AU are representing a school that has never been at the National University Quiz Challenge before. They represent AU, and once again, they may be a new school, but they have demonstrated a certain willingness to learn and a certain willingness to participate. And that is something that we definitely credit, especially at a point where they are willing to interact with other state universities. The next school we'll call upon is Chinoi University of Technology, represented by Tafadzwa Zet Muzondo and Laura Makaza. Tafadzwa and Laura, once again, have had significant impact along and among other students here at the National University Quiz Challenge. And CAT generally has been very participating in terms of SayWhat activities, and that is something that we genuinely credit, and we really would appreciate seeing them more in this tournament. No doubt that their next year's participants are going to also bring the flames, and that is something we look up forward to. The next school is Bindura University of Science Education, which has Epson Munumungwe and Christine Mwaluza. Edson and Christine have been also amazing. Not only do I know them in terms of professional activities, but I think they've also been participative in SayWhat activities, and they are not new faces. I'm sure to most of you, they're not new faces as well. And their performance in this tournament has been amazing. And this is something that SayWhat values and appreciates, and we shall continue to see them We also have Lupane State University, which has Brian Mandati and Tandika Sibanda. So Brian and Tandika were fortunate enough, not even fortunate enough, brilliant enough to make it to the finals. Their performance was stellar. And for some individuals, there was a scare that they would be knocked out when there was a tie break, but they persisted, they are resilient. They are quite possibly the most resilient team of this tournament so far, and their performance were amazing. Once again, they are finalists, and it was unfortunate for them to end in 4th place, but their performance was absolutely amazing, and we credit that. We also have the National University of Science and Technology, which is Zandile Mlilo and Joseph Nyamayaro. Zandile and Joseph, aside from looking extremely fashionable and good, were also quite amazing. I'm pretty sure we were all convinced that NAST is going to make it to the finals once again, but the competition and the heat in this house, there was just a lot of talent, and their talent was also something that we felt we appreciate as Seward. They were able to make it to the semifinals. They were brilliant, and we also look forward to seeing how NAST is going to perform next year, given that this is not the first time that NAST has made it thus far. Last year, they were in the finals. Now, we are left with knowing the results of the finals. Well, the third team is going to be given, of course, a bronze medal, but there also are awards for the third team. They are going to receive brand new Galaxy A2 smartphones as courtesy of their talents and their brilliance. The second team is going to receive a silver medal and a brand new Samsung Galaxy M2S, whereas the first winning team is going to receive the gold medal, plus, well, this beautiful, beautiful trophy right here, as well as the Galaxy M12 from Samsung once again. Now, to start with the third team, I will announce that the third team are previous champions of the National University Quiz Challenge. Now, we both know there are two teams that made it, that won trophy so far, between HIT and Midlands. And between them, one of them is in third place, with a total of 9 out of 20 points in a gruesome, gruesome round. Was it a tie break? Was it what? Well, the third best team is Harare Institute of Technology, that is manned by Lawson Muchiri and Tinotenda Nyamakura. So as they make way to receive their awards, Lawson and they, in fact, I think Harare Institute of Technology has a history of performing in SEWAT activities. Whether it's quiz, whether it's debate, you're guaranteed to see their name somewhere popping up, semifinals or finals. And these guys have continued that trend. They have done exceedingly well, winning bronze medal. That is something that I think needs to be appreciated. Huge congratulations, Tinotenda. Huge congratulations, Lawson. You guys have been absolutely, absolutely amazing. And you deserve your Galaxy A2s. And we genuinely hope that those cell phones are going to serve you well. Yeah, so while they continue with their pictures, I think Harare Institute of Technology is the only institution from Harare that has also been able to make it. And, well, congratulations once again for being the most dominant institution in Harare in terms of performing in quiz competitions. Once again, huge congratulations, and you have done your institutions proud. Now, that means the tie break that we had was for position number 2 and position number 1. After the finals round, the teams were tied at 15 points. The tie break was extremely difficult, as befitting the two best teams in Zimbabwe. And the difference between the two teams in the tie break was 1 mark. As I've been saying throughout this journey so far, 1 mark will make a difference. And it seems like 1 mark has made the ultimate difference in the finals. The team that is going to get second place with a combined total of 16 points. That is 15 points in the final round and 1 point in the tie break is, well, we all expected to see them in the finals. I wonder who you think won this tournament. Huge congratulations to our second best team, consisting of Melissa Nemangwe and Tendai Mutariswa, the Midlands State University. Huge congratulations as you make way to receive your awards. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and your performance in this tournament so far has been absolutely breathtaking. You have done your universities exceedingly well. Making it to this finals was no easy task. Becoming number 2 in this finals was an even harder task, but you guys have done it, continuing the trend set by the first ever representative of Midlands State University of always making it to finals. That is something that I think we genuinely appreciate, and huge congratulations for your work. You have also won yourself M2S cell phones, courtesy of Say What organization, for your brilliant performance. Huge congratulations, Midlands State Universities. Well, that means we have new champions in the National Universities Quiz Challenge. Huge congratulations to Gwanda State Universities, which is represented by Ashley Nyati and Tadiwa Dakar. Congratulations, Gwanda, for making it not just to the finals, but being the champions of the National Universities Quiz Challenge. That is a title that only 2 other institutions have been able to brag about. Other institutions have lost them 3 times in a row as we speak, and you guys have finally been able to do what your predecessors were not able to do. Of course, Gwanda made it to the finals last year, and this year, you make it to the finals once again, and you go the extra step of winning the tournament. So huge congratulations, Gwanda State University. Huge congratulations. You've been able to beat all the other universities, and you can lift the beautiful trophy that you guys have been able to win. Huge congratulations to you guys. Oh, wow, okay. I understand. She's beautiful, isn't it? Congratulations, Gwanda State University, for reaching this far and for winning so far. Hey. Now, as the champions are getting a time to celebrate with their trophy, getting pictures taken, just a basic reminder, this will not be the last time you're seeing this inaugural edition. The National Universities Quiz Challenge has been absolutely amazing over the years. We have been able to engage a large number of students and youth, and we have been able to learn and to identify gaps. Now, having awarded the winners their respective certificates and their respective awards, I am now pleased to call upon the NCC of SEWAT, the National Coordinating Chairperson for SEWAT, who is a representative for all the students in Zimbabwe at the top of SEWAT, Panashe E. Chandwana, to give us a closing remark.
We are back with the reigning champions. They fought it out on this stage. You guys were used to seeing me at my condomized days. I had to come and see this one. Share the stage with the winners for this year's National Universities Quiz Challenge. Now, my question will remain the same because now I want to know, because I know the feelings are different. Previously, she told me she felt horrible, but I'm pretty sure the feeling is different now. How are you feeling after having received these gifts, after having heard that you came in first?
I feel very happy and I'm excited to take the trophy home. It's not like it wasn't part of the plan. It was, because at the end of the day, fight to win with a knockout, because there are no runners-up in war. So that was the plan anyway, so.
Okay, and the gentleman?
Right now, I actually feel very happy. But just like I said, it goes out. This is all up to hyper absolutism.
Please teach me that word, because the last time I tried pronouncing it was a disaster.
Okay, we just told ourselves that we are going to win.
Okay.
We are going there to we are going to give our level best. And definitely we prayed that we make it. So it's something that was ordained from the first round, because we're the ones that recorded first in the round 1, episode 1. In round 2, episode 1, we're the ones that recorded first. In round 3, episode 1, we're the ones that recorded first. So in my head, I was like, yeah, that's absolutism. That means we're going to be first at the end.
You just joined the dots.
Yes,
It was just natural for everybody.
Yes, it was just natural.
Okay, so what's your message to anyone who's watching out there who might have felt that, you know what, it's an impossible task, but seeing you holding the trophy, holding your cell phones, receiving your certificates and everything, how was that experience for you, and what message can you take to the rest of our viewership?
Okay, to everyone, personally what I would like to say is, just like we have told you, if you have an opportunity or a chance to actually do something or participate in something, do not think twice about it. Just do it at the end, because you never know the outcome. Let's say if they said they wanted people who are going to participate for the quiz, and then personally I'm a debater myself, and I tell myself that, you know what, I'm not cut out for quiz, I'm only cut out for debate, I wouldn't be standing here today. But just because you just need to take that chance and leap forward, you don't know what the future holds.
True, true, that's very true. And your takeaway message to the people? Yes.
To the people, I just want to say that don't underestimate yourself. For example, we already have built our reputation as a slayer of giants as a school, Gwanda State University. Yeah, we slay the giants. And I feel like you shouldn't underestimate yourself. Just do your level best. And I'm sure you guys were watching, and in some questions, we all got the answers wrong. No one is special.
It's a competition. You did slay the giants. Congratulations to you guys. We hope to see you in the next competitions, and you bring your level best just like you did today. Props to you guys. The competition was stiff, it was hot, it was all the emotions you could ever think of, but we have come to an end. We will, however, receive a vote of thanks from our NCC president, so don't go away.
Went from giant slayers to being the giants themselves in next year's edition, and that is something we have to tune in and find out how GSU is going to perform again. But now, as amazing as this journey has been, it is time for it to come to a close. And to give us a closing remark and a keynote address, I am very proud to call upon the SAYAWAT's National Coordinating Committee's chairperson, Panashe E. Chanduana, to the stage. Panashe.
Am I audible? Hello? Okay.
Greeting viewers, ladies and gentlemen in the house. On behalf of all higher students and young people, I would like to extend my gratitude to SEWAT management and staff, the Embassy of Sweden in Zimbabwe, and all the contestants for making this third edition of the National Universities Quiz Challenge a success story. Beyond contesting, like the Embassy of Sweden in Zimbabwe Deputy Head of Mission and Head of Development Cooperation, Mr. Bertholet Kaboru highlighted yesterday, I had no doubt this event was a knowledge-gaining opportunity. We are all winners at the end of the day. Some writers refer to life as a bicycle, and to keep your balance, you have to keep moving. Keep fighting. There are no losers. But some of our fellows might have limited knowledge on sexual and reproductive health. What is glaring on their faces today, right now, is passion to learn. Such personalities are needed in our circles, especially looking at the amount of work at hand vis-a-vis the sexual and reproductive health education to be deposited to our peers at our respective schools and the surrounding communities. We read in the press and observe, even on social media, that there are many sexual reproductive health advocates out there. However, SEWAT is extraordinary because of the involvement of us young people in all the work we do. The model SEWAT uses to distribute sexual and reproductive health resonates with our tastes as young people, and it leaves no one behind. The innovative mind and the ability to urgently rise to meet the new non-medical sexual and reproductive health demands for people is indistinguishable. This studio, the studio of choice, is a true testimony of innovation. It is innovation that came at the nick of time given the threats posed by COVID-19, and Mr. Jimmy Wilford, the SEWAT Executive Director, hats off to you and your team for this bravura, splendid, brilliant, and magnificent job. Above all, special thanks goes to the Embassy of Sweden in Zimbabwe for all the support you are giving towards the attainment of healthy young people in Zimbabwe. I may not need to overemphasize on this. My appreciation will be incomplete without recognizing the valuable support we get from the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education, Innovation, Science and Technology Development, and all the respective higher learning institutions in as far as SRH matters are concerned, and education development as a whole. Given how evolving the sexual and reproductive health subject is, with the emerging challenges around sexuality, this leaves the National Universities Quiz Challenge with even more relevance to us as the young people to obtain the new SRH knowledge. To attain a healthy generation of young people will be a product of a shared responsibility. We all have work to do. You have received medals today to the winning team, to all the people who participated, the trophy, among other prizes, but this is not the end of the game. Let's go and preach the condomized gospel and the sexual reproductive health sermons to our communities. Once again, well done to the best team. Keep the fire burning. Congratulations, Amhlope Makorokoto. All the best to everybody, and God bless you. I thank you.
Well, the passion and the desire to learn and to empower and to make sure the gospel of SRHR goes into our communities is something of a high mandate. Thank you very much for that wonderful speech, Panache. And just like I said, even the greatest of events have to come to an end. Thank you very much, viewers, for participating in the National Universities Quiz Challenge. Thank you from me, Tembani Kumalo, from Priska here on the sign language desk, from the executives of SEWAT, and from especially the crew behind the desk. Huge congratulations. Thank you. This show would not have been successful without you. And see you in the next edition.
confidential communication. You are guaranteed. Instant provisional and expert. Oh, online counseling services. Saka fona. Wanetsekane iko iwe fona. Rusiwo rese utano wepabone. Kubatanizwa kwevadzizi nevezidiki. Wachipiwa rusiwo reshirwere sepabone. Be part of the movement. Be quick, take action. Working on the reproductive of young people. You say what concern. So no.
Yeah, we're spreading the peace, spreading the love. We're saying the gender is violence. Yeah. Connecting the youth, spreading awareness. So I'm a goat and we're for life. Yeah, cause why? Yeah, Salubonani high. Yeah, we're talking peace, no GBV, me the jungle, good tonight. Yeah, we got you covered. Supporting girl, we're for life. We got the L, we got the P, kushiga ku NCC, and kuchinja lifestyle. I'm pending the campus. I'm talking about peace, connecting the youth, mugote and we're for life. Say what? Abstain or compromise. No tolerance to GBV, to Gadaru Tabata Basa.